Welcome to your meditation practice today. My name is Sommer Sobin. If you happen to have a favorite essential oil or a nice natural scented lotion, feel free to use that. It's not necessary, but I'm going to invite you to join me if you have something handy to place that on the palm of the hand just a little bit, so that we're using our senses as we come here to practice today to anchor into the moment. And you'll rub your hands together nice and warm to activate the scent. And without touching your face, cup and inhale. And then just take a pause, exhaling. And we'll do that again. Nice deep breath. And if you'd like, you can put a little bit on your body, your pulse points, your neck. If you work with scent often or you respond to scent, this can be a very powerful way to help make a transition from your daily activity life into practice time. I love using the senses to really anchor into the moment. So take a comfortable seat if you haven't already. Now that you have these lovely smells going, or you might just imagine you're in a beautiful scented garden. And I'm going to invite you to settle in and close your eyes. You might even sit in a chair. You can sit upright with a little prop underneath your body, however you are most comfortable. And as you close your eyes, taking some slow breaths, let the 3 sounds of the bell help you clear your mind, help you bring your whole self present to this practice time, using sound as a way to anchor into something else than the movement of the thoughts. Staying inward, relax into the body and the breath. Make any micro movements in the physical body to feel upright, completely at ease to be in the position you're in. Just as we used the awakening sound of the bell to begin our practice. Let your sense of hearing extend to the space that you're in, to include any sounds near or far, subtle or loud. Resting in the curiosity of what sounds have been in the background that are now coming to the forefront. There's no wrong sound. So if your house is rowdy and loud, you hear voices, incorporate that in. Everything part of this experience. If there's no outward sound, notice the soft sound of the breath. By simply focusing our attention to heightening the way we hear this moment, it gives us a tool to bring our attention away from the habitual, constant following of the mind. In this way, we use our senses to interrupt that constant movement of the mind. It's still there, but we're paying attention with open curiosity to sound. Deep listening. It's said that babies hear so many more sounds than adult humans do. And there are certain groups of humans that live in nature that still perceive those sounds. As our systems gain more complexity or overwhelm, we choose what to focus on, and a lot of what's there, we're not even aware that we're blocking. So you could say this is a practice of refining our natural ability to hear in different, more attuned ways. What sounds are most distant that you can hear right now? It might even be silence. It's a beautiful Zen koan. It's meant for one to really sit with as a potential question to open up depths. And it is, what is the sound of one hand? It's been modernized, changed. What is the sound of one hand clapping? The original is, what is the sound of one hand? sounds that are slightly closer than the most distant sound you can perceive right now. Aware of proximity. What are the closest sounds? Sounds within the body, the aliveness of the body. Aware of sound deep within and sound from outside of yourself. Letting sound inquiry be a doorway to deep inner listening. Just open awareness and present. Simple being in this moment. Showing up is in itself the heart of the practice. What are the subtle sounds within your inner being? Where the line of feeling, emotion blends with this sense of hearing, knowing. reclaiming the capacity of inner wisdom is an important skill right now. To discern inner guidance, to have access to that within your own being. As the world is loud with opinions and twisted truths, we practice sitting quietly within ourselves. And many times the knowing that comes out of the quiet doesn't happen in the moment that you're seated. It's developing a foundation within your inner being, and the guidance or the wisdom arises in other moments. This is important to know. When we sit, we have practices of inquiry or contemplation where we might use the mind with curiosity, give it a duty. But that is different from being in the presence of the inner self without trying to do anything. Just showing up. Both skill sets are needed. As you stay inward with ears open to deep listening and to the outer sounds, I'll ring the bell 3 final times to close our practice today. Stay with the sound of the bell all the way until it dissolves to silence. And join the hands in front of the heart to close out your sitting practice today. And as you go about the rest of your day or evening, keep your senses heightened. Use sound as an anchor to bring you back into the actual moment that you're living in. Such a powerful technique. Namaste.